The internet is on fire tonight, and you won't believe what just dropped. Kirk and Jasmine, the couple who have dominated headlines for years with their tangled love lives and reality TV drama, just sent fans into a frenzy with a series of island pictures that have gone absolutely viral. But here's the twist: while the sun-soaked photos should have been a moment of joy, they've ignited a storm of controversy that no one saw coming. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the family was left divided as speculation spread like wildfire across social media. Rumors are swirling that Kirk's business empire is untouched, but Rasheeda, caught in the eye of the storm, is reportedly in tears, struggling to process what she's seeing. Sources claim whispers of betrayal, secret conversations, and long-buried grudges have resurfaced, and the tension between the trio is reaching boiling point. Eyewitnesses on the island allege that private arguments erupted behind the camera, and insiders hint that more explosive revelations are about to surface. Could this be the beginning of a public fallout that no one will forget? Every fan has a theory, every comment section is a battleground, and everyone wants to know the truth. What really happened between Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda in paradise? The questions keep piling up, and the answers are as murky as the ocean waves in the background of those viral snapshots. Get ready, because this story is about to take twists you never expected, and nothing, and no one, will be safe from the drama that's about to unfold. The moment those island photos hit social media, chaos erupted instantly. Fans were glued to their screens, refreshing feeds, trying to catch every angle of Kirk and Jasmine basking in the sun, smiles wide, holding hands, yet there was a tension in the air that no one could quite put their finger on. Sources close to the couple insist the trip was supposed to be private, a break from the constant spotlight, yet somehow every candid, every laugh, every glance was captured and shared. Emotions ran high as the pictures circulated, and the comments section exploded with theories. Some fans praised the couple for looking so happy, while others questioned the timing, especially considering Rasheeda's recent struggles with the family drama and Kirk's business dealings. Whispers began to spread that the photos were not just vacation snapshots but a statement, a subtle flex that Kirk's empire remained untouchable despite rumors of instability and financial issues. Insiders allege that Kirk had explicitly told Jasmine to maintain a relaxed, carefree persona for the cameras to show that nothing, not even the gossip, could shake him. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's camp reported that she had been left out of several key family gatherings leading up to the trip, and seeing these pictures felt like a punch to the gut. She reportedly spent hours scrolling through the posts, face flushed, tears threatening, struggling between confronting Kirk or maintaining her dignity publicly. The family was left divided, with some members siding with Kirk, claiming he deserves a break and the chance to live his life, while others sympathized with Rasheeda, feeling blindsided and betrayed. The plot thickened when a second set of images emerged, showing Kirk and Jasmine laughing with a group of locals, seemingly carefree, while Rasheeda's recent interviews about family loyalty resurfaced online, highlighting the contrast. Fans noticed subtle gestures in the photos, Kirk's hand resting lightly on Jasmine's shoulder, a look exchanged that seemed intimate yet casual, and immediately speculated on the nature of their relationship. Theories ranged from harmless romantic vacations to secret reconciliations, to more scandalous notions that would only fuel tabloid headlines. Sources claim that even during the trip, tensions simmered just beneath the surface. One eyewitness recalled hearing Kirk mutter under his breath during a boat ride, "Some things are better left behind," which insiders interpreted as a reference to the ongoing family disagreements. Jasmine, ever the social media savant, posted a few stories with captions like, "Paradise found," and "Sun, Sea, and Secrets," which only fueled the frenzy. The island staff reportedly overheard Jasmine and Kirk arguing late at night, voices low but tense. Some phrases were caught by attentive employees: "You shouldn't have brought this here," and "It's not about them, it's about us," leaving everyone wondering who exactly they were referring to. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's friends circulated rumors that she had attempted to reach Kirk multiple times during the trip, calls ignored, messages left unanswered. Her frustration, they say, was compounded by the public nature of the photos. Seeing them so carefree while everything else was falling apart, it was like a dagger, one insider revealed. Fans began creating side-by-side comparisons of Kirk's social media posts versus Rasheeda's interviews, pointing out contradictions, hidden messages, and signs of underlying tension. Some viewers were shocked at the audacity, others sympathetic, and the comment threads were filled with passionate debates. Meanwhile, Kirk's business associates tried to control the narrative, issuing vague statements that the company was stable and there was no cause for alarm, but the timing of these reassurances only added fuel to the speculation. The photos, seemingly innocent, became a stage for projection. Some fans interpreted Jasmine's sunglasses in one shot as a shield hiding her emotions. Others noticed the tilt of Kirk's head in a candid laugh and claimed it suggested guilt or defensiveness. Even minor details, like the angle of a beach towel or the placement of a drink, were dissected endlessly. Sources report that the couple's PR team scrambled to respond, but every attempt at damage control seemed to backfire. Statements meant to assure fans that everything was fine were taken as passive-aggressive digs at Rasheeda. Meanwhile, social media influencers jumped in, analyzing body language, tone, and post timing, escalating the frenzy further. Amid all this, private messages between family members leaked, revealing raw, unfiltered emotions. Rasheeda allegedly wrote to a close friend, "I can't watch them flaunt everything while pretending it's just a vacation. My heart is breaking, and no one seems to care." Kirk, on the other hand, was reported to have sent a cryptic text to Jasmine, "We're walking a fine line. One wrong move and it all falls apart." The tension was palpable even from miles away. Fans noticed that despite the smiles, Kirk's eyes in the photos often seemed distant, almost calculating, while Jasmine's expressions oscillated between glee and a trace of unease. Commentators speculated that this hinted at private struggles, perhaps over loyalty, love, or power. Insiders suggest that the dynamics weren't just about the immediate family, extended relations were quietly taking sides, further complicating matters. Cousins, friends, and even former business partners were allegedly weighing in behind the scenes, some offering support to Rasheeda, others to Kirk and Jasmine, each interaction adding layers to the drama. The public, naturally, loved the intrigue. Fan pages sprang up overnight, dedicated to analyzing every detail of the island photos, creating timelines, and theorizing about every interaction. Some even claimed to detect coded messages in captions or subtle gestures, fueling the fire. Meanwhile, the trip itself became a sort of chessboard, where every move, every post, and every story carried weight. Insiders hinted at late-night strategy sessions, whispered conversations by the pool, and debates over whether to post certain images at all. Each decision seemed to tip the balance between peace and conflict. In one particularly dramatic moment, a leaked photo allegedly showed Kirk and Jasmine in deep conversation, body language intense, while in the background, Rasheeda's belongings were untouched, a visual metaphor that fans interpreted as exclusion or silent protest. By now, hashtags were trending, debates spilling across platforms, and the family dynamic had become a spectacle. Some fans were rooting for reconciliation, others for confrontation, and nearly everyone was waiting for the next reveal. Amidst all this, the lines between reality and speculation blurred, as the story became larger than the individuals involved, turning into a narrative of betrayal, love, and power struggles that gripped audiences worldwide. The island, meant for relaxation and escape, had instead become a stage for drama, a visual saga that fans couldn't stop dissecting, discussing, and debating, ensuring that every smile, glance, and whispered conversation was analyzed for hidden meaning, setting the stage for even more explosive events to come. Fans couldn't get enough, and as the days passed, the tension only escalated. Kirk and Jasmine continued posting glimpses of their island moments, sunset walks, candlelit dinners, and playful splashes in the ocean, but the subtle undertones were impossible to ignore. Insiders report that during a late-night bonfire, emotions ran high when a conversation about family loyalty unexpectedly turned into an argument. Kirk allegedly raised his voice, saying, "You don't understand what I've sacrificed," while Jasmine tried to calm him, whispering, "We can't let them ruin this moment." Witnesses said Rasheeda, who had been following the posts from afar, was in tears again, feeling isolated and betrayed. Her friends claimed she texted Kirk repeatedly, her messages growing more desperate, but responses were vague, leaving her in a limbo of uncertainty. Meanwhile, fans dissected a video clip showing Kirk and Jasmine on a jet ski, laughing together, while the wind blew Jasmine's hair across her face in a way that seemed almost symbolic, a shield hiding emotions no one could read. Theories ran rampant online, with some suggesting the couple was secretly plotting to take full control of family decisions, while others insisted it was just a vacation meant to showcase unity and happiness. The speculation only intensified when a new set of behind-the-scenes photos leaked, allegedly showing Rasheeda approaching Kirk in a private cabana, her expression a mix of anger and sadness, while Kirk appeared calm, almost indifferent. Insiders claim that their exchange was heated, though the details remain a mystery, and fans eagerly tried to reconstruct the conversation from subtle body language cues. Some noticed Rasheeda's hand gesture, pointing emphatically as if making a demand, while Kirk's crossed arms suggested defensiveness or restraint. Commentators online claimed this was proof of a simmering conflict that would soon boil over. Amid all this, a supposed text exchange between Kirk and an unknown associate surfaced, with lines like, "They're pushing too hard, but we're untouchable," and "Keep it under control, this could blow up." Fans speculated this indicated that Kirk was aware of the growing storm but was intentionally maintaining a calm public facade. The intrigue didn't stop there. Insiders allege that during a snorkeling trip, Kirk and Jasmine were seen whispering intensely, glancing around nervously as if aware that someone was watching. The tension was almost cinematic. Social media erupted with captions like, "They're hiding something, paradise or prison," and "Look at those eyes, they're speaking volumes." Every detail, from the tilt of a hat to the angle of a wave, was analyzed to death. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's public appearances added fuel to the fire. In a recent interview, she spoke cryptically about trust, loyalty, and feeling blindsided, leading fans to believe she was indirectly referencing Kirk and Jasmine's island escapades. Quotes were clipped, shared, and dissected, adding layers of drama. Insiders revealed that extended family members were quietly choosing sides, some showing support for Rasheeda in private messages, while others defended Kirk's right to personal space and happiness. The family, once perceived as unified, was now fractured, with alliances forming and rumors spreading faster than any official statement could contain. Fans even started theorizing about the roles of friends and associates who accompanied Kirk and Jasmine, claiming that some were secretly influencing decisions, while others acted as mediators attempting to prevent a full-blown feud. One leaked audio clip, though low quality, allegedly captured Kirk saying, "We can't let them dictate our moves," while Jasmine responded softly, "I just want peace, not war." This delicate balance of desire, frustration, and strategy made every public post a potential powder keg. As the viral posts continued to dominate feeds, social media influencers created reaction videos, analyzing each frame, each glance, and each caption, effectively turning the island trip into a serialized drama for millions of viewers. Hashtags like #Kirk and Jasmine, #FamilyFeud, and #Island Drama trended worldwide, and every fan had a theory. Meanwhile, whispers of private conversations between Rasheeda and mutual friends circulated online, suggesting she might confront Kirk in person upon his return, escalating the stakes even further. Some reports claimed that Rasheeda had confided in close allies about feeling manipulated, while Kirk's camp allegedly warned against overreaction, insisting that the couple's intention was simply to enjoy their vacation. The plot thickened when a surprise post appeared, a panoramic shot of the couple on a cliffside, the sunset casting dramatic shadows, giving the image an almost cinematic tension. Fans immediately speculated it was symbolic, representing hidden emotions, unspoken conflicts, or even foreshadowing future confrontations. Insiders hinted that the day after this photo, a private meeting occurred between Kirk, Jasmine, and several family members. Sources claim the discussion was intense, filled with accusations, tears, and desperate attempts at clarification. One witness described Kirk saying, "I didn't ask for this chaos, but I can't back down now," while Jasmine's voice reportedly trembled as she added, "We're not enemies, we're just trying to survive the storm." Meanwhile, Rasheeda's social media posts became more enigmatic. A single caption, "Even paradise has shadows," set fans' imaginations ablaze, leading to speculation about reconciliation, confrontation, or even a public showdown. As the days passed, tension spilled beyond personal posts. Fan pages and forums dedicated to dissecting every action, every smile, and every glare turned the story into an intricate web of narrative threads. Debates raged about loyalty, love, and the invisible power dynamics at play. Insiders confirmed that the couple's vacation was intended as a retreat, but the viral nature of the posts transformed it into a public spectacle, magnifying minor gestures into monumental evidence of hidden conflicts. Even minor details, like who received the first wave or who held the camera, were analyzed endlessly. According to multiple sources, this constant scrutiny began to affect the mood of the group. Kirk was reportedly frustrated by the invasive attention, Jasmine was exhausted by the pressure to maintain composure, and Rasheeda felt increasingly isolated and ignored. Emotions were raw, and every interaction became a potential headline. A series of leaked messages added to the frenzy. One text allegedly from Kirk to Jasmine read, "We're walking a tightrope, one wrong move and it all falls apart," while Rasheeda's circle claimed she sent messages expressing heartbreak and confusion. The overlapping narratives created a tense, almost cinematic drama that fans devoured eagerly anticipating the next twist in this unfolding saga. The drama intensified as more images and snippets from the island surfaced online. One particularly striking photo showed Kirk and Jasmine sitting on a private dock, legs dangling over the water, faces illuminated by the soft glow of a lantern. Insiders claim their conversation that night was anything but serene. One staff member overheard Kirk mutter, "We can't let this blow up before it's time," while Jasmine nodded, a shadow of worry crossing her face. Fans immediately interpreted this as proof of secret schemes or hidden tension, and discussions on social media reached a fever pitch. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's response continued to stir speculation. She shared a series of ambiguous posts, quotes about betrayal, images of empty beaches, and subtle captions hinting at loneliness and disappointment. Her followers read between the lines, interpreting every detail as a personal statement aimed at Kirk and Jasmine, further fueling the narrative of a family torn apart. Sources claim that during the vacation, private disputes between Kirk and Jasmine occurred regularly, often over how to handle the fallout of previous family controversies. Whispers of arguments over social media strategy, leaked images, and even casual conversations being recorded spread among fans, painting a picture of constant tension under the surface of their sun-soaked paradise. One incident allegedly involved a heated exchange over a seemingly innocent beach photo. Kirk reportedly said, "This could ruin everything if it's taken the wrong way," while Jasmine countered, "We're just living our lives. Let them talk." The staff reportedly tried to mediate, but the couple's emotions were high and the lines between personal feelings and public perception blurred. Simultaneously, Rasheeda's allies began amplifying the tension online. Fans noted that several of her posts directly referenced loyalty, trust, and feeling overlooked, which many interpreted as thinly veiled critiques of Kirk's actions. Some even suggested she might confront Kirk publicly, escalating the drama to a new level. The constant social media attention put the entire family under a microscope. Every smile, every glance, every casual pose became subject to analysis. Body language experts, influencers, and amateur sleuths dissected images frame by frame, constructing elaborate theories about power dynamics, secret alliances, and potential betrayals. One particularly controversial moment captured Kirk and Jasmine laughing with local guides on a private boat tour. Fans noticed the way Kirk's hand rested lightly on Jasmine's shoulder, interpreting it as a sign of intimacy, while Rasheeda's absence loomed large, suggesting exclusion. Online discussions exploded, with hashtags like #FamilyDrama, #KirkJasmine, and #IslandMystery trending worldwide. Insiders reported that the couple was aware of the frenzy but remained intentionally calm, believing that maintaining composure would give them control over the narrative. However, tensions boiled over in a private conversation late one night. Kirk allegedly said, "I can't keep managing everyone else's expectations. We have to do what's best for us," while Jasmine replied, "But at what cost? Can we survive the backlash?" The weight of the situation was palpable, and the staff reportedly tried to keep the atmosphere light, but the couple's anxiety was impossible to mask. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's camp claimed she reached out multiple times, hoping to address lingering issues, but her messages were either ignored or responded to with vague assurances. This lack of direct communication only intensified speculation and anger. Fans flooded comment sections, debating whether Kirk's actions were justified, whether Jasmine was complicit, and whether Rasheeda's heartbreak was being unfairly ignored. Some claimed the couple's behavior was a calculated move to assert dominance and independence, while others suggested it was purely personal, a quest for happiness amidst chaos. Insiders hinted that the tension extended beyond the immediate family. Extended relatives, friends, and former associates were allegedly weighing in, offering advice, support, or criticism, each interaction adding layers to an already complex drama. One source even claimed that a late-night phone call between Kirk and a close business associate involved strategic discussion about managing public perception, highlighting the delicate balance between personal emotions and public image. Meanwhile, the island's serene environment offered a stark contrast to the emotional turbulence. Sunsets, gentle waves, and palm trees became a backdrop for clandestine discussions, whispered confrontations, and fleeting moments of tenderness that were immediately photographed or recorded. Fans dissected every image, every expression, every caption, creating a narrative that blended reality and speculation into a compelling, almost cinematic saga. A leaked video, allegedly captured by a staff member, showed Kirk pacing near the shore while Jasmine spoke in hushed tones. Phrases like, "We can't let them win," and "Every step matters," were caught, though context remained unclear. Fans interpreted this as evidence of secret planning, manipulation, or even reconciliation strategies, depending on their perspective. Simultaneously, Rasheeda's social media presence grew increasingly cryptic. Quotes about solitude, betrayal, and resilience surfaced, leading to widespread speculation about her next move. Some fans predicted a public confrontation upon Kirk and Jasmine's return, while others suggested she might retreat from the spotlight entirely, creating suspense and anticipation. Throughout all this, fan communities thrived, creating detailed timelines, analyzing minor gestures, and predicting future conflicts. Debates ranged from emotional loyalty and family ethics to subtle social dynamics and body language interpretations. The viral nature of the photos ensured that the story reached audiences far beyond the immediate fanbase, drawing attention from mainstream media, influencers, and casual viewers alike. Insiders confirmed that the couple's vacation, intended as a brief escape, had inadvertently become a global spectacle. Every minor interaction, casual smile, and whispered conversation was magnified, creating a pressure cooker environment where private emotions became public fodder. Even seemingly innocuous posts were scrutinized for hidden meaning, from the angle of sunglasses to the tilt of a head. In one striking image, Kirk and Jasmine were photographed on a cliffside, their silhouettes against the sunset casting long shadows over the sand. Fans immediately read symbolism into the scene, a metaphor for looming conflicts, unspoken secrets, or a dramatic turning point. Sources hinted that a private family meeting followed shortly after, with emotions raw, voices raised, and tears shed. One insider described Kirk saying, "I didn't ask for this chaos, but I can't back down now," while Jasmine reportedly responded, "We're not enemies, we're just trying to survive the storm." Rasheeda's response remained elusive, her social media cryptic, leaving fans desperate for clarity. The situation, already volatile, continued to escalate as new images, videos, and alleged leaks surfaced, each one adding complexity to a story that seemed to have no end. Fans were left analyzing every detail, debating motivations, and projecting potential outcomes, fully immersed in a narrative of betrayal, love, and unspoken tension that had transformed a simple island vacation into a worldwide spectacle of emotion, strategy, and suspense. The drama intensified as more images and snippets from the island surfaced online. One particularly striking photo showed Kirk and Jasmine sitting on a private dock, legs dangling over the water, faces illuminated by the soft glow of a lantern. Insiders claim their conversation that night was anything but serene. One staff member overheard Kirk mutter, "We can't let this blow up before it's time," while Jasmine nodded, a shadow of worry crossing her face. Fans immediately interpreted this as proof of secret schemes or hidden tension, and discussions on social media reached a fever pitch. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's response continued to stir speculation. She shared a series of ambiguous posts, quotes about betrayal, images of empty beaches, and subtle captions hinting at loneliness and disappointment. Her followers read between the lines, interpreting every detail as a personal statement aimed at Kirk and Jasmine, further fueling the narrative of a family torn apart. Sources claim that during the vacation, private disputes between Kirk and Jasmine occurred regularly, often over how to handle the fallout of previous family controversies. Whispers of arguments over social media strategy, leaked images, and even casual conversations being recorded spread among fans, painting a picture of constant tension under the surface of their sun-soaked paradise. One incident allegedly involved a heated exchange over a seemingly innocent beach photo. Kirk reportedly said, "This could ruin everything if it's taken the wrong way," while Jasmine countered, "We're just living our lives. Let them talk." The staff reportedly tried to mediate, but the couple's emotions were high and the lines between personal feelings and public perception blurred. Simultaneously, Rasheeda's allies began amplifying the tension online. Fans noted that several of her posts directly referenced loyalty, trust, and feeling overlooked, which many interpreted as thinly veiled critiques of Kirk's actions. Some even suggested she might confront Kirk publicly, escalating the drama to a new level. The constant social media attention put the entire family under a microscope. Every smile, every glance, every casual pose became subject to analysis. Body language experts, influencers, and amateur sleuths dissected images frame by frame, constructing elaborate theories about power dynamics, secret alliances, and potential betrayals. One particularly controversial moment captured Kirk and Jasmine laughing with local guides on a private boat tour. Fans noticed the way Kirk's hand rested lightly on Jasmine's shoulder, interpreting it as a sign of intimacy, while Rasheeda's absence loomed large, suggesting exclusion. Online discussions exploded, with hashtags like #FamilyDrama, #KirkJasmine, and #IslandMystery trending worldwide. Insiders reported that the couple was aware of the frenzy but remained intentionally calm, believing that maintaining composure would give them control over the narrative. However, tensions boiled over in a private conversation late one night. Kirk allegedly said, "I can't keep managing everyone else's expectations. We have to do what's best for us," while Jasmine replied, "But at what cost? Can we survive the backlash?" The weight of the situation was palpable, and the staff reportedly tried to keep the atmosphere light, but the couple's anxiety was impossible to mask. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's camp claimed she reached out multiple times, hoping to address lingering issues, but her messages were either ignored or responded to with vague assurances. This lack of direct communication only intensified speculation and anger. Fans flooded comment sections, debating whether Kirk's actions were justified, whether Jasmine was complicit, and whether Rasheeda's heartbreak was being unfairly ignored. Some claimed the couple's behavior was a calculated move to assert dominance and independence, while others suggested it was purely personal, a quest for happiness amidst chaos. Insiders hinted that the tension extended beyond the immediate family. Extended relatives, friends, and former associates were allegedly weighing in, offering advice, support, or criticism, each interaction adding layers to an already complex drama. One source even claimed that a late-night phone call between Kirk and a close business associate involved strategic discussion about managing public perception, highlighting the delicate balance between personal emotions and public image. Meanwhile, the island's serene environment offered a stark contrast to the emotional turbulence. Sunsets, gentle waves, and palm trees became a backdrop for clandestine discussions, whispered confrontations, and fleeting moments of tenderness that were immediately photographed or recorded. Fans dissected every image, every expression, every caption, creating a narrative that blended reality and speculation into a compelling, almost cinematic saga. A leaked video, allegedly captured by a staff member, showed Kirk pacing near the shore while Jasmine spoke in hushed tones. Phrases like, "We can't let them win," and "Every step matters," were caught, though context remained unclear. Fans interpreted this as evidence of secret planning, manipulation, or even reconciliation strategies, depending on their perspective. Simultaneously, Rasheeda's social media presence grew increasingly cryptic. Quotes about solitude, betrayal, and resilience surfaced, leading to widespread speculation about her next move. Some fans predicted a public confrontation upon Kirk and Jasmine's return, while others suggested she might retreat from the spotlight entirely, creating suspense and anticipation. Throughout all this, fan communities thrived, creating detailed timelines, analyzing minor gestures, and predicting future conflicts. Debates ranged from emotional loyalty and family ethics to subtle social dynamics and body language interpretations. The viral nature of the photos ensured that the story reached audiences far beyond the immediate fanbase, drawing attention from mainstream media, influencers, and casual viewers alike. Insiders confirmed that the couple's vacation, intended as a brief escape, had inadvertently become a global spectacle. Every minor interaction, casual smile, and whispered conversation was magnified, creating a pressure cooker environment where private emotions became public fodder. Even seemingly innocuous posts were scrutinized for hidden meaning, from the angle of sunglasses to the tilt of a head. In one striking image, Kirk and Jasmine were photographed on a cliffside, their silhouettes against the sunset casting long shadows over the sand. Fans immediately read symbolism into the scene, a metaphor for looming conflicts, unspoken secrets, or a dramatic turning point. Sources hinted that a private family meeting followed shortly after, with emotions raw, voices raised, and tears shed. One insider described Kirk saying, "I didn't ask for this chaos, but I can't back down now," while Jasmine reportedly responded, "We're not enemies, we're just trying to survive the storm." Rasheeda's response remained elusive, her social media cryptic, leaving fans desperate for clarity. The situation, already volatile, continued to escalate as new images, videos, and alleged leaks surfaced, each one adding complexity to a story that seemed to have no end. Fans were left analyzing every detail, debating motivations, and projecting potential outcomes, fully immersed in a narrative of betrayal, love, and unspoken tension that had transformed a simple island vacation into a worldwide spectacle of emotion, strategy, and suspense. As the island saga continued, the stakes grew even higher. Insiders report that Kirk and Jasmine's final days on the island were filled with intense, private discussions that contrasted sharply with the cheerful images posted online. One staff member recalled overhearing Kirk say, "We've got to control the story before it controls us," while Jasmine replied softly, "But people are already reading too much into everything." The tension was palpable, every gesture scrutinized, every word dissected by a public eager for drama. Fans combed through the couple's posts, noticing subtle differences. Kirk's smile seemed measured, Jasmine's laughter occasionally hesitant, and their interactions sometimes stiff, almost rehearsed. The scrutiny extended beyond social media. Sources claim that extended family members, aware of the island posts, began private conversations to discuss the growing divide. Some advocated for Rasheeda, claiming she had been sidelined, while others defended Kirk's right to enjoy personal time. Whispers of secret alliances, behind-the-scenes lobbying, and strategic messaging leaked to fan communities, fueling speculation about hidden agendas and possible confrontations. Meanwhile, Rasheeda reportedly tried to reach out to Kirk directly, her messages increasingly emotional, expressing hurt, confusion, and frustration. Insiders allege that Kirk's responses were polite but non-committal, leaving Rasheeda feeling ignored, her emotions amplified by the public nature of the posts. The tension between private and public perception became almost theatrical. Every photo, video, and story posted by Kirk and Jasmine was dissected for hidden meaning. One viral image showed them walking along a secluded beach, fingers intertwined, yet their eyes seemed distant, gazes not quite meeting. Fans speculated endlessly. Were they genuinely happy, or masking deeper turmoil? The analysis didn't stop there. Subtle details, the direction of Kirk's hand, Jasmine's posture, the placement of a towel, were interpreted as symbols of emotional distance, secret communication, or silent tension. Online communities created intricate timelines, matching posts with rumored conversations, private messages, and alleged events, constructing a multi-layered narrative that blended fact and speculation. Insiders suggest that at one point, Kirk and Jasmine had a heated discussion about whether to continue sharing posts. Kirk allegedly said, "We can't stop now, it's too late," while Jasmine countered, "We have to be careful, every move is being watched." The balancing act between living authentically and managing public perception added immense stress. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's social media activity became increasingly cryptic. A post showing an empty chair on a balcony, captioned, "Waiting for honesty," sparked fan theories about impending confrontations or statements. Her followers read each post, dissected each caption, and created narrative arcs that merged reality with speculation. The pressure of public scrutiny also affected the couple's interactions with staff and locals. One employee recalled a tense moment during a group excursion when Kirk and Jasmine stepped aside, speaking in hushed tones, glances sharp, as if aware of invisible observers. Fans noticed the body language in leaked images, Kirk's slight lean away, Jasmine's subtle tilt toward him, and debated endlessly over what it signified: tension, strategy, or genuine affection. The stakes reached a peak when a video surfaced, allegedly showing a private argument between Kirk and Jasmine near the shore. Phrases like, "We can't let them dictate this," and "Every step counts," were captured, though context remained unclear. Fans and insiders speculated that this was the turning point in the island saga, highlighting hidden pressures and emotional vulnerability. Simultaneously, rumors about Rasheeda's intended response intensified. Sources claim she was preparing a public statement, potentially a social media post or interview, that could escalate tensions further. Fans eagerly awaited the release, dissecting every hint and cryptic post for clues. The narrative now spanned multiple layers: Kirk and Jasmine's careful public image, their private emotional turmoil, Rasheeda's emotional response, and the extended network of family and friends influencing the unfolding drama. Even minor interactions, who sat where during meals, the order of photographs, casual gestures, became significant, fueling online debates and speculation. Insiders claim that the couple's departure from the island was tense, with whispered discussions in the final hours, hushed phone calls, and lingering uncertainty. One staff member noted Kirk murmuring, "The real storm begins when we return," suggesting that the island's drama was only the beginning, a prelude to events on the mainland. Fans immediately theorized that confrontations, revelations, or reconciliations were imminent, amplifying anticipation and engagement. Social media exploded with speculation. Discussions about loyalty, hidden motives, love, and betrayal dominated comment sections. Hashtags like #IslandStorm, #FamilyDrama, and #Kirk Jasmine continued trending, and reaction videos analyzed every frame, every caption, and every glance. Insiders hinted that extended family meetings were scheduled immediately following the couple's return, with emotions expected to run high. Every move was under scrutiny, and fans eagerly created narratives that merged reality with imagination. Even minor gestures, like a handshake, a sigh, or a hesitant smile, were interpreted as signs of larger emotional battles. The island, once a retreat from the world, had transformed into a crucible of tension, emotion, and strategy, magnified by social media and fan speculation. As Kirk and Jasmine prepared to return, insiders predicted confrontations, emotional reconciliations, and potentially explosive revelations, ensuring that the story remained compelling, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. The drama was far from over, and fans worldwide were bracing for the next chapter, eager to witness the unfolding saga of loyalty, love, and betrayal that had turned a simple vacation into a global spectacle. The moment Kirk and Jasmine stepped off the island, the tension that had been building reached a new level. Insiders report that the airport arrival was electric, with flashes from paparazzi cameras catching every expression, every glance, every subtle gesture. Kirk appeared composed, sunglasses shielding his eyes, but there was a rigidity to his posture that didn't go unnoticed. Jasmine walked beside him, smiling for the cameras, yet her fingers clenched slightly, betraying a nervous energy. Fans immediately began analyzing the footage frame by frame, debating whether the smiles were genuine or carefully constructed for public consumption. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's camp had been preparing for this exact moment. Sources claim she had been in contact with close allies, strategizing how to address the viral island posts and Kirk's perceived indifference. Whispers of a potential public confrontation began circulating, and social media erupted with speculation. Insiders suggest that in the private car ride from the airport, Kirk and Jasmine discussed how to handle Rasheeda, her potential public statements, and the inevitable questions from the media. Kirk allegedly said, "We have to stay ahead of this. One slip and it's chaos," while Jasmine responded, "But people are already seeing everything, they're reading too much into our lives." The delicate balance between transparency and control created a tense atmosphere, heightened by the knowledge that every move was under scrutiny. Once home, the family dynamic intensified. Insiders report that extended relatives were waiting, some to mediate, others to assert opinions, and tensions flared almost immediately. Kirk attempted to maintain calm, but the weight of the situation was evident. One family member allegedly whispered to a close friend, "This trip has changed everything. Nothing will ever be the same." Rasheeda, according to sources, was already preparing a statement for social media, intending to express her feelings of hurt, exclusion, and betrayal. Her team advised caution, but emotions were running high, making restraint difficult. Fans monitored her posts obsessively, analyzing every word, every image, every pause, interpreting them as clues to the unfolding drama. Meanwhile, Kirk and Jasmine tried to navigate the aftermath of the viral photos while maintaining appearances for business and social obligations. Insiders claim that private meetings were held late into the night, discussions about damage control, narrative framing, and emotional management dominating conversations. One source reported hearing Kirk say, "We can't let this spiral, control the story, control the outcome," while Jasmine replied, "But at what cost? How much do we sacrifice for perception?" The tension was almost palpable. Public perception remained a battleground. Fans dissected interviews, analyzed social media activity, and even speculated about private conversations. Every statement, every photo, every seemingly innocuous interaction was scrutinized. Insiders allege that in one particularly tense moment, a casual family dinner turned into a debate over loyalty, trust, and emotional transparency. Kirk reportedly tried to defuse the situation, but Rasheeda's emotional response escalated, tears falling, voice trembling as she voiced frustration over feeling excluded and misunderstood. Jasmine attempted to mediate, but the family's emotions were raw, and every word seemed to fuel speculation. The drama continued to unfold online. Fan pages and forums dedicated to the saga created detailed timelines, cross-referencing posts, captions, and statements, constructing a narrative that blurred lines between reality and conjecture. Rumors of secret alliances, private messages, and hidden motives circulated freely, fueling debate and engagement. Insiders hint at strategic maneuvers behind the scenes. Kirk allegedly consulted with close associates about public relations strategies, while Jasmine coordinated with social media experts to maintain an image of composure and positivity. Every move was calculated, yet the emotional undercurrents were difficult to mask. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's posts continued to captivate audiences. Cryptic captions, photos of empty chairs, solitary walks, and evocative quotes were interpreted as expressions of pain, resilience, or subtle warnings. Fans dissected each post for hidden meanings, turning personal expression into a public narrative. The situation grew even more complex as business associates and extended family members weighed in privately, some siding with Kirk, others supporting Rasheeda, each opinion shaping perceptions and influencing the emotional landscape. Insiders report that the couple's attempts at maintaining normalcy were challenged repeatedly, from surprise questions at public appearances to leaked images and alleged private recordings. Every action, from a handshake to a sigh, was analyzed for significance. A particularly striking incident reportedly occurred when Kirk and Jasmine attended a business function. Fans and media noted subtle exchanges, a glance here, a pause there, gestures of reassurance intertwined with tension. The optics of each movement were dissected, creating a narrative of hidden conflict, strategy, and emotional negotiation. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's anticipated statement loomed like a shadow. Insiders hinted that she was prepared to address the viral island posts and the perceived exclusion, promising clarity, emotional honesty, and potential confrontation. The public waited, anticipating fireworks, while fan communities speculated endlessly. Hashtags related to the saga dominated trends, discussion threads swelled with theories, and reaction videos analyzed every nuance. The pressure of the story became almost cinematic, a real-life drama where emotions, power dynamics, and public perception collided. Even minor details, who sat where, who spoke first, the tone of a glance, were magnified into evidence of alliances, betrayals, or reconciliations. Insiders claim that Kirk and Jasmine were acutely aware of the stakes, balancing personal emotions, public perception, and family dynamics with calculated precision. Yet the emotional toll was visible, subtle cracks appearing in expressions, gestures, and interactions. Rasheeda's camp remained equally strategic, balancing vulnerability, emotion, and public messaging. The narrative now spanned multiple layers: the couple's private feelings, family reactions, extended network influence, and public perception amplified by social media. Every interaction, every message, every post contributed to a story that seemed to evolve by the hour, ensuring that anticipation, speculation, and engagement remained at fever pitch. The island, once a private retreat, had become the catalyst for a larger, unfolding drama, its echoes reverberating through family, fans, and public consciousness alike. The saga was far from over, and insiders predicted more confrontations, revelations, and emotional exchanges in the days to come, keeping fans riveted and eager for each new development. The tension reached a boiling point when Kirk and Jasmine finally addressed the situation publicly, though carefully crafted statements only seemed to deepen the intrigue. Kirk posted a photo of the island sunset with a caption reading, "Sometimes paradise comes with shadows," while Jasmine shared a video clip of waves crashing against the shore, her voice softly saying, "We're learning, growing, surviving." Fans immediately dissected both posts. Some interpreted them as an olive branch to Rasheeda, others as veiled digs, and nearly everyone speculated about what remained unsaid. Insiders revealed that in private, Kirk and Jasmine had several long, late-night conversations, strategizing how to balance public perception with personal realities. One source claimed Kirk said, "We have to stay calm. If we overreact, everything falls apart," while Jasmine responded, "But the emotions are real, how do we show them without causing more chaos?" Meanwhile, Rasheeda's response intensified the drama. She shared a series of posts showing solitary walks, empty beaches, and cryptic quotes about trust and loyalty. Fans quickly linked these to the couple's island images, interpreting each subtle detail as a commentary on her personal pain and the fractured family dynamic. Social media exploded with discussion, from fan theories to heated debates. One viral thread analyzed a single image of Kirk's hand brushing Jasmine's arm, claiming it signified closeness and potential manipulation. Another post examined Rasheeda's posture in a photo from a recent public event, interpreting her crossed arms and downward gaze as signs of betrayal and heartbreak. Insiders suggest that the interplay of private emotions and public posts created a pressure cooker environment. Kirk and Jasmine were navigating the delicate task of maintaining composure while dealing with family tensions, business obligations, and fan scrutiny. Every move, every post, every word was carefully considered, yet the emotional undercurrents remained impossible to hide entirely. According to sources, a private dinner with extended family further complicated matters. Conversations about loyalty, communication, and respect reportedly escalated, with Rasheeda expressing frustration over feeling excluded and Kirk attempting to explain his intentions. Jasmine's role as mediator was reportedly exhausting, as she tried to balance supporting Kirk while acknowledging Rasheeda's pain. The public, of course, had a front row seat, analyzing every statement, gesture, and expression. Fan pages and forums created timelines linking social media posts, alleged private texts, and leaked images to construct a multi-layered narrative. Some posts painted Kirk as strategic and detached, others highlighted his vulnerability. Jasmine alternated between mediator and accomplice in public perception. Rasheeda's emotional honesty polarized fans between empathy and criticism. Insiders also hinted at behind-the-scenes maneuvering. Business associates, friends, and extended family members reportedly offered advice, support, or criticism, each interaction subtly influencing the unfolding drama. Fans speculated about secret meetings, private conversations, and strategic alliances, turning the family saga into a real-time soap opera. Meanwhile, the couple's social media activity remained meticulously curated. Every post, from sun-drenched selfies to candid video clips, was analyzed for hidden meaning. A single image of Kirk staring into the distance, captioned, "Reflecting on choices," sparked debates about regret, manipulation, and foresight. Jasmine's post of a candle flickering in the wind, captioned, "Holding on to light," was interpreted as a symbol of hope, tension, or subtle commentary on family discord. Rasheeda's responses continued to be enigmatic. Posts featuring empty chairs, reflective landscapes, and quotes about patience and honesty led fans to believe she was preparing for a significant public statement, potentially escalating the tension further. Insiders suggest that the family dynamic had shifted permanently. Alliances, loyalties, and emotional stakes were now in flux, with each interaction capable of triggering further drama. Even minor details, such as seating arrangements at events or subtle gestures in photos, were scrutinized for hidden meaning. The media and fan communities thrived on these details, creating endless analysis, debate, and speculation. A leaked audio clip allegedly captured a tense exchange between Kirk and Jasmine, with Kirk saying, "We can't let them dictate our story," and Jasmine replying, "But how much longer can we carry this?" Fans immediately theorized about who them referred to, linking it to Rasheeda, extended family, or public opinion. The layered narrative ensured that speculation would continue unabated. Insiders confirmed that the couple's return from the island was only the beginning of a longer, more intricate drama. Planning meetings, private conversations, and emotional negotiations continued behind closed doors, with each decision impacting both personal relationships and public perception. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's growing influence on the narrative, amplified by fan support and her own cryptic posts, ensured that tension remained high. The saga now encompassed multiple layers: Kirk and Jasmine's private and public interactions, Rasheeda's emotional response, extended family involvement, fan analysis, and media coverage. Every action, every post, every glance carried potential significance, creating a web of intrigue that captivated audiences worldwide. Insiders predict that the drama is far from over. Upcoming events, public appearances, and social media activity are expected to further unravel the intricate relationships, revealing more secrets, confrontations, and emotional breakthroughs. The story, fueled by a mix of personal emotion and public spectacle, continues to captivate, ensuring that fans remain glued to every development in Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda's unfolding saga, eagerly anticipating the next twist in a narrative that has become impossible to ignore. As the dust begins to settle, fans are left on the edge of their seats, still piecing together every detail from Kirk and Jasmine's island adventure. The viral photos, cryptic captions, and whispered exchanges have created a storm of speculation that shows no signs of fading. Rasheeda's emotional responses, from subtle social media hints to private conversations leaking online, have only added layers to the story, leaving the family divided and the public desperate for clarity. Insiders hint that future confrontations, heartfelt apologies, or shocking revelations could erupt at any moment, keeping everyone guessing. The tension between personal happiness, family loyalty, and public perception continues to drive every move, every post, every glance, and fans are watching closely, analyzing, debating, and taking sides. One thing is clear: Kirk and Jasmine's island getaway was more than just a vacation. It was a catalyst that exposed hidden emotions, tested loyalties, and set the stage for drama that could redefine relationships forever. The story remains unfinished, questions linger, and emotions are raw, leaving everyone wondering what will happen next, who will confront whom, and how the family will navigate the delicate balance between love, loyalty, and ambition. Now it's your turn. What do you think will happen when Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda finally face each other? Do you think there will be reconciliation, more conflict, or shocking twists yet to come? Comment below with your predictions, hit the like button if you've been following this saga, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a single update from this unfolding family drama. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and every detail could change everything.